What's up, my Finan loves? It's Miss Finan D coming to you all from Entertainment News. Now, a few days ago, I posted, Quad and Dr. Heavenly on Instagram Live, promoting Married to Medicine, watching the show live. And in that video, Dr. Heavenly defended Dr. Simone, said she did not lead the charge, to send Quad home. And it was a lot going on. But I'm going to play that video in the end since most of you have seen it. But since that, Instagram Live of her defending Dr. Simone did an episode of Watch What Happens Live. And when she was asked if she thinks that, Dr. Heavenly husband cheated, in summary, she said, you can't put cheating past anyone. I did a long video on that. That's why I'm not repeating every detail. I have linked the video in the description below for those of you who missed it. Heavenly got upset that Dr. Simone didn't have her back and say, you know what, I don't think Dr. Damon would do that to Heavenly. The fact that she said you can't put cheating past anyone, and say I'm going to plead the fifth. Heavenly got upset. And in that video, I talked about how Heavenly tweeted, I hear, and she tagged Dr. Simone on Twitter, lied on my man tonight on Watch What Happens Live. She called me saying we need to get to season 12. Well, my marriage is not for sale, she meant. Sorry, Cecil, you may have to catch these strays. As your wife said, we must get to season 12. Okay? And then let's go ahead and read all of her hashtags. She drew first blood. She knows the rules. Lie on my man. I get to tell the truth about yours. And the list goes on and on. So Dr. Simone responded, sitting here wondering why she talked to Heavenly, will lie on me. You called me. Okay, so basically Heavenly called her and then come on social media and said that it was the other way around, and Dr. Simone insinuated that she's starting drama, fake beef and drama so that they can get to season 12 and all of that, okay? She basically handed one right back. We have all heard rumors about each other's husbands. Should I start recording our convo for future reference or just get on social media? And so this person responded, so season 12 gonna be Simone and Heavenly beefing. Simone gonna leave Quad alone. Dr. Simone responded, we are not beefing. Expressing our thoughts on social media and hoping you will continue to watch Married to Medicine and express your thoughts. And this person responded to that, I say both. And Dr. Simone responded with some laughing face emojis. Love your advice. This other person wrote, no, you should pick up the phone and have a private conversation like most normal people. I hate when Dr. Heavenly brings this type of mess to social media. Dr. Simone responded, agreed. But today just feels like give back exactly what has been received. Tomorrow I will do better. I know that's right. Heavenly is ghetto to not stoop. I'm going to play the longer version at the end. But when Heavenly was on Instagram Live with Quad a few weeks ago, well, for episode 1, okay, which was a few weeks ago, she said that Dr. Simone did not lead the charge or anything, and that she wasn't about to sit back and allow people to blame her for all of that. One of Married to Medicine supporters said that Dr. Simone led the charge to get rid of Quad in Napa. And this is what Heavenly is responding to.
All right, let's get it straight, right? Quad and us were on the outs. No, I'm saying, no. Before you put this narrative out there, Quad and I were on the outs. Yes, it was wrong to leave our friend. Quad left us. And she made a comment saying that she had no emotional connection with anybody there except for maybe Simone. And that's why Simone used those words. So it wasn't just all Simone. I can't let y'all put that narrative out there.
And Heavenly also finally gave Lateasha her flowers a few weeks ago when Phaedra Park said that she revived Married to Medicine. And in that video, I said, my goodness, Heavenly is only doing this because she feels like this is a way to put Phaedra Parks down. She will be saying something completely different a few weeks from now. And I was right. But let me just refresh your memory real quick before I play Heavenly recent content. So Heavenly can't stand Lateasha, but One thing that Heavenly will do, she will discredit you until she feels like uplifting you is going to benefit her or her argument in some way. So she left this comment under the Phaedra Parks interview on one of the blog pages that posted about all of this, and Phaedra responds and she wrote, I think it was Quad ex-husband and new wife, but I digress. Girl, after all the dragging, it took Phaedra shady Married to Medicine and mentioning Lateasha for you to finally give Lateasha her props. My goodness, hot mess. That's what I've been screaming. It was definitely the return of Dr. G with Sweet Tea and Quad. Other person wrote, Dr. Heavenly, you are so fake. You are giving Sweet Tea credit, but if you were arguing with Sweet Tea, you would swear that she's irrelevant. You do anything to downplay the next woman because you are so insecure and it shows. Because of Quad, Sweet Tea, and Greg drama. Not because of Phaedra. So what everyone is saying basically, Dr. G and his wife needs a separate check from Quad because without them, she wouldn't have had a storyline either. Okay, I get it. Because the other storyline with the ladies not being here for her, we've seen that same old storyline before. So basically, give them a percentage, Quad, because they contributed to your storyline without even doing much because Lateasha refused to go down the road that everyone expected or wanted her to go down. Like, I'm not doing that. I'm going to be nice. I'm not insecure. I'm married to him now. That's his ex. I'm good. But when people keep poking you, eventually you are going to respond. So this season, yes, they are going to have a few moments because Quad needs a storyline and she needs them. So she kept poking. Lateasha responded. But this desperate attempt that someone is jealous or insecure and all of that they were looking for all of last season that she did not give to them, let's see if production is going to be fair or if they're going to take those moments, twist it, and behave like Lateasha over here is coming for Quad out of nowhere when it was Quad making certain comments and Lateasha eventually responded, allegedly. So we will watch and see how everything unfolds. Quad and Sweet Tea was what really brought the views. We were curious about Phaedra but lost interest fast. She didn't do anything exciting until the reunion and Apollo showed up. She's lying through her. You know what? She better be glad Kenny let her return to Housewives. And the only reason why I allowed that previously recorded content to go a little bit over the part that I wanted to play is because I realized that everything Heavenly said in her recent video, I already talked about it in this video that I just ended. I'm going to link it in the description below. I'm going to link the full video in the description below. But here's what Heavenly had to say recently when now clapping back at Dr. Simone. One moment, Dr. Simone did not lead the charge. Keep that in mind. But then the next moment, Dr. Simone and the other ladies led the charge to get Quad, off the show. One moment, it was Dr. G and his wife that brought the views when trying to put Phaedra Parks down. But then now in her recent content, she's trying to downplay the impact of Lateasha, just like I said she was going to do. So let's get into it.
Led a charge to put Quad off the show. That was my understanding of it. And they had a whole meeting about it. They called production saying, this person was going to do all that, this, that, and the other thing. This is before the new opportunities arrived, right? So they led the charge. The people told me, Dr. Jackie told me, okay, that they had a meeting, but they excluded me from the meeting because they thought I would tell Quad, right? I be talking too much and I don't need to be on live, but I'm going to just say this and take it back. Jackie told me, and I called people and I said, no, we're not doing this with Quad. I will film with her. Fuck it. Y'all saying y'all don't deal with Quad, this, that, and the other. I will deal with Quad and I will film with her because I love Quad. And my whole thought process was, Simone, everybody else, people, If they get rid of Quad, what the fuck else they gonna come at next? But my thought process this too, and y'all can say it and take it back. Without me and Quad, there's no fucking show. I'm just saying that, and the people ain't gonna like me saying it, but I really do feel like that. What match would y'all have? What situations would y'all have without Quad this season and without Dr. Heaven? Now you could say the little Lipton, but Lipton can't spill her tea without the people around her. So I mean,
If Sweet Tea can't spill her tea without the people around her, doesn't the same thing apply to you and Quad? Like, you just be talking just to talk and hear yourself. Because what you just said applies to you, to Quad, and every single person on that show. Without Lateasha and Dr. G, there's no storyline for Quad, excluding the same old dry storyline of the ladies don't like me. They're trying to ice me out. When she too was a part of the group who tried to ice out Mariah and who production used successfully to do it. So Lateasha and her husband was able to come over here and give you all some life and a breath of fresh air because people got sick and tired of the same storyline over and over again. So exactly what you said applies to you and every single person on that show, because Heavenly, without them, you have no storyline, because like you said, your marriage is not for sale. Respect to that. So you need the ladies in order to have a storyline. So you simply just contradicted yourself. And don't get it twisted. Invitation or not, Bravo allegedly insisted that Lateasha go to Quad birthday party. They said if Quad can crash, okay, her bridal shower, and her response is, that was work, I was getting paid, this is a show, and wherever production wants me, I'm going to go, then Lateasha should do the same thing. They wanted Phaedra, because Phaedra is also very cool and close with Lateasha and her husband because of their history. They wanted Phaedra to bring Lateasha as a guest, the same way how Phaedra brought Quad as a guest to Lateasha bridal shower. Now, Phaedra was trying to stay away from the drama, but Lateasha insisted that she did not want to go. So the whole, let me go ahead and deliver these invitations and prove a point that I don't want her there, that woman was never interested in going. I saw a few, responses and tweets about, yay, finally Quad got a man, congratulations, and all of that. A majority of the tweets were about Lateasha not being invited and whose side are you on. Basically calling Quad and some of her supporters, a hypocrite, because when she crashed, the woman, brought a shower and people were like, but why did you go? That was awkward and weird. Why did you want to even be there? You could have said no. And she was like, it's my job and production and all of that. They were saying the fact that Lateasha was so welcoming and nice and did not do exactly what the audience and the public expected her to do, be upset that the ex-wife was there. She was very welcoming. She was very nice to Quad, and people felt like Quad could have returned the favor, but they're not friends. And Lateasha is not tripping or losing sleep about it. But Heavenly, you all need each other. Now, as much as you go out of your way to downplay the importance of Lateasha, you talk about her every chance you get. I have never seen someone that another person sees as irrelevant, not important, and all of these things, but yet you spend majority of your shows and your talking point bringing her up. She really also helped your YouTube channel last season because she's all you talked about. Even the Instagram live that I posted when you and Quad were reviewing episode 1, you kept saying she's not on your level, you don't want to talk about her, but then you kept talking about her to the point where even Quad got irritated. So for you to try to downplay the impact this woman has made on the show, but even a part of your storyline this season so far, is the fact that she said something that your husband allegedly did, being able to walk up to your husband and have a conversation, not being afraid of you, holding your feet to the fire, and all of that. She's a major part of your storyline this season. And without her, then that part of your storyline will be dead. So all of you help each other on the show and stop trying to downplay someone's impact who you need to cut a check. Because you went from leaving comments that, yeah, she, if anything, Phaedra, no, but Lateasha, yes, as it relates to, helping revive the show, to now wanting to downplay her. But anyways, you all get the point. And also, please remember, when these TV shows want something to fit their narrative, they are going to do the editing to make it fit their narrative. So you could have been looking at something completely different, reacting to something completely different, but because they want to push a narrative, they will take clips from different scenes and insert it in certain areas to make you look or feel like you care. Bravo has some people out here going in on Lateasha. Oh my God, you're so insecure. So what? Quad came to the bridal shower. Okay, yeah, it was weird for the ex-wife to show up and all of that, but it's a show. She's making her money and you're over here fighting and all of that. And then just for the episode that aired, and she was upset about something completely different. And it had absolutely nothing to do with Quad. And she was actually nice to Quad. And then some of the people who came for her prematurely was like, oops, my bad. So trust me, if and when Bravo wants something to fit whatever narrative they're trying to push, it's going to fit that narrative with the editing. But anyways, I'm going to go ahead and end this one here. Heavenly being typical Heavenly, a hypocrite. But for those of you who are new here, I do have a Married to Medicine playlist on this channel. So you can go there to catch up on all things Married to Medicine, all of the not so pleasant things Heavenly have said about Lateasha, and the list goes on and on. I'm going to stop this here. We'll be back with the latest episode review of Married to Medicine. Lastly, I'm not denying their impact. I'm just saying, if you're going to make a statement that without this person won't have a storyline to be here, that same thing could be said for everybody, because all of you contribute to each other's storyline. Yes, other people will stand out, but without those other people, your storyline will fall flat. Without Lateasha and Dr. G, Quad, a part of a storyline will fall flat, and the same thing goes for you. So you can't do things like that trying to downplay someone, because now you're upset because they're no longer taking your BS and they're holding your feet to the fire. And for the first time, you're someone on this show who's holding you accountable and is not afraid to step to you and your daddy, buddy. I'm wishing all of you well and take care.
Thank you all for your love and support. If you're not subscribed to the channel, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Go ahead and leave this video a thumbs up. Also turn on notifications so when I do post, you're aware that I posted. And I will see you all in the comment section. Remember to always have the God bless attitude, which is being positive at all times and seeing the good in every situation. Have a great day, guys. God bless.